Hey everyone, it's Carrie. We are back at Home Goods today in Orlando. This is the Dr. Phillips location. We're going to go in and check out what's new. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. They had a huge garden arch here. This one was already sold, but you'll see there's a lot of them that are on red tag clearance. $600 for that one. What do you think? Do you think they got a pretty good? I think they got a pretty good deal on that arch. This one is $180 back there for that one. And then we've got some of the Coca-Cola drink, I almost said bins, they're coolers. These are down to $160. We've got some fall items coming into the store, so hang tight. At the very end of the video, I'm going to go through a lot of the Halloween. They had quite a bit. Shelves are not full yet, but they did have quite a bit. We've got these gorgeous glass blown pumpkins. These are gorgeous with these gold stems. And this one I also think is extremely pretty. Few wreaths are starting to come in, a little fall-like. They're still clearancing out all of the spring and summer. So this week I was supposed to be over in Tampa. We've had a schedule change, so I'm not in Tampa this week. It may be actually that kind of first week or so of August before we get back over there, which is actually fine because I feel like right now a lot of the stores are in this transitional period. We don't quite have much fall, if any, coming into the stores. So I think waiting until that kind of first or second week in August, I think that makes sense. There's some good dining chairs up here. This pinstripe on here is very pretty. $150 for that one. That is a performance fabric on that. These bar stools, very generous size. They're really, I mean, honestly, they're very nice size. This is the kind of bar stool that I think you can just sit and hang out in, be comfortable. It said 24-inch seat height. Those were definitely a little more than 24 inches off the ground because those are counter height. Maybe they meant 24-inch wide seat, because it could have been. All right, we're going to check out some odds and ends over here. I do like these drink dispensers. They are glass. The dispenser itself is plastic. $25 for that one. And that is, of course, on a spinner. I love that. $40 for that one. Yeah, I went to this week, I went into Target. The Target store had a couple new things. I tagged that onto the back of the Cracker Barrel video. Cracker Barrel actually had some really gorgeous fall items. This is $8. That's kind of cool. So it's going to insulate, keep your wine bottle cold. We've got, that's real pretty also. $10 for that pack of coasters. And we've got our little marble ghosts down here. These are adorable coasters. Hopefully you can't hear the lawn people out back. I promise you, every time I sit down, I'm like, what? There's some noise outside. We've got some Halloween dishes over here. These are $8. Those are gorgeous. They're by Royal Stafford. There's little ghosts in the windows. So it's a full set of dishes. How many of you do a tablescape for Halloween? That'd be pretty cool. $9 for that one. They've got some pretty funny items over here. So it says, what did it say? Rest in Grease on the front of that one. We've got our black and white pumpkin. That's adorable. All right, there's another one. Back here, this butter dish, it has a little skull on top, just very detailed, very pretty. $8 for that one. That one's got the little handle on it has bones across the top. And then we've got the Charlie Brown, very classic Great Pumpkin. I love these houses. There's a bunch of them in the store, not just for Halloween, for just decor, but the detail on these, there's a little spiderweb curtain. So they're little tea light houses. You could put a real candle in there. We were trying to see if we could pick that one up. $35 on that one. And I think that's worth every bit of the detail in those. This says, "Here lies butter." Oh my gosh. All right, let's see what else we can find. Back here, we've got Scooby Snacks with the little ghost in the bowl. That's pretty funny. $7 for that one. Mystery Gang. I know a bunch of you are probably right about my age here. We're on the other side of 50, and so we grew up with Scooby-Doo. All right, we've got some pumpkin dishes over here. Some have black trim around. Let's see what else we have. This one here, orange, kind of a bit of a vintage look. Those are $6. Most of these items, you should see them in your store. Like the exact same ones that I'm seeing in my store, you should see those also. It's a good black and white piece tucked way, way back in there. These are newer dishes to the store. Gorgeous glaze. Beautiful brown. $5 for those. Would be gorgeous with a fall tablescape. They've got a large, I don't know if it's a serving or a baker. I never know with some of those things till you start to flip them over and see if they're oven safe. This is a brown painted pattern also on here. We've got some serving trays, all sorts of gorgeous trays with that enamel finish on the inside. That is $13. That bowl was actually a little bit heavy. $13 for that one. These bowls right here, I've seen these in most of the stores now. $20 for that large bowl. If you need a little pet stroller, they have quite a few of them actually in the store. We've got our little climbing cat trees or towers. All right, well, let's dive back into the store, see what else we can find. Lots of towels, lots of organization ideas and different items like this for dorms typically this time of the year. That's what we see a lot of, is we're getting all those college kids moved back in. But this would be very pretty in a bathroom. This is also adorable. They're little trinket trays. $17 on that little gold stand. So they have that style, and then I'll show you the other one here. Also 17. Let's see, they've got all the little desk organizers, all those fun things, storage containers. All right, let's take a peek at what they've got over here with the bathroom items. Looking to see if there's anything new and noteworthy over here. These are definitely new. Sorry, we're going to get a big close-up on these. It got a little busy back here in the store. Pretty patterns. These are also new, these 2-packs right here. Then also tucked away back here, they've got these small air purifiers. So those are the mini ones with a little night light. We've got our teak bench for the shower. We've got some baskets over here. This store has a very, very large selection of baskets. $13. These are Thomasville branded. These are also Thomasville branded, as are these down on the bottom. I had no idea Thomasville was in such a big business of baskets. Got some pretty new shower curtains over here. These are new. The florals. The DKNY one, they've had that one for a bit, as they have the common thread. This one is new, however, with this pink ruffle. Pretty florals on that one. A good pinstripe. This one is new down here. So it's at Historic Royal Places, designed in the UK. There were some gorgeous castle patterns on there. Real pretty. So also kind of in that same theme, these always tend to come out this time of the year with all the college back to school stuff. Those run right about $17. And I did find some new patterns over here in the towels. That one had sea turtles on it. I thought that was real fun. $10 for that 2-pack. So they had the bath towels, everything to match that. This pattern here I also thought was gorgeous. Tropical pattern on that one too. They also had some green sea turtles there. And then we've got some animal print, which pairs pretty well here with the stripe. I think those two together are kind of fun, actually. Pretty pattern here too. The edge on this one was really cool. The trim. All right, we just saw those. Some pinks over here, some stripes. We've got polka dots. These are also fun. This reminds me of something we would see over at World Market. They have a lot of towels like that with very vibrant colors. All right, more animal prints over here. We've got blankets. There's a cravat sheet set. That was the only one I found in the store. That was a queen set. $35. I went and searched the whole section over there to see, but be on the lookout if you're looking for those. So this queen sheet set, this was price-wise goofed me up a little bit. $80.99. That's normally not how much those are, because here's another queen set that's $50. So I'm not sure what the deal was. All right, let's take a look at some fun pillows over here. These are 2-packs. Some frilly trim, some ruffles in here. Soft blues, gorgeous greens. Beige and neutrals in here. There were some cozy blankets in here. This is Draper James brand in there. Here is a Morrison Co. This is a blanket, so roughly $50 for that blanket. It's a gauze blanket. It's the Strawberry Thief pattern, but in this gray and white, which I thought was kind of cool. I love texture blankets. What is this one here? We've got a Seersucker Quilt Sham set. All right, we're going to take a look at some lighting over here. One thing I'm going to show you on this one. Do you see the base on that? It's off center. There's more room on this side than there is the other side. Fun fact, One of my superpowers is being able to see details like things that are not level, things that are not centered. That one is fine up there. One of the houses we were building, I pulled up in front of it. It was in Texas, and I could see the brick was not level on the front of the house. I called my builder. I said, hey, the brick's not level. He said, you're crazy, whatever. I said, what kind of Starbucks you want? I met him at the house, brought him a Starbucks. He was out there with the level. He said, you're right. Yes, I'm not going to tell you that brick is not level on a house. That's not something you're going to just make up. So, yeah, whether it's a picture on a wall, I can walk in and go, that's not level. Anyone else have that as a superpower? All right, these lamps are new and noteworthy. I think they're super cool. $50. I love the gingham print on the inside of those shades. Those lamps I have seen also over at HomeSense. Got some pretty pinks in here also. I do love these. I have nothing pink in my house, but I think these are gorgeous. I've got the strawberry base paired with a red and white shade. I love those. These are new. These kind of feel very fall to me. Also new over here, these little baseball lamps. They are a baseball bat with the ball on top. The cowboy boot, we've seen that at a few stores now. This is a queen. Do you see it? Chess piece. $35. That one's super fun. This one is gorgeous. I love finding little lamps like that. Also, the pink one up there, that one is a plug-in. They have a few that are that style that are rechargeable. All right, we've got some fun bedding over here. These are new for the fall. $60 for the full queen on that one. I have another Nate Berkus one in here. And just some good neutral ones up here with that kind of pick stitch. This is super funky. I kind of like it. Little Rubik's Cube there. 2-pack over here. This has good warm colors in this one. Got our 2-pack over here too. This one here is that one $100 for that 2-pack. Tucked away back here, $60. Good blues and beige. This one I think is fun. So we kind of go from this like warm cocoa color down to some green at the base. My grandson said it reminded him of a tornado. And I think he's right. That one's super fun. 2-pack right there. So we're seeing some new colors on the artwork. 2-pack landscape piece. That's gorgeous. That one's kind of fun also. This is the Coastal. Sorry, there's quite a bit of glare on it. It's a fun piece though. Little tropical over here. That one's fun. I've not seen that one before. This one I do think is pretty. It looks like it's on a linen type printed fabric in there. All right, we're going to go through some home decor items over here. This store has, I think, the larger amount of home decor. So if I compare this one to the Home Goods in Winter Garden, this one has probably an extra 2 aisles of home decor, but less in terms of lighting. So I feel like each store kind of has maybe its strength. What does your store, like if you could describe, like if you go in and you're like, this particular section always hits a home run, what is that section in your store? We've got the big ginger jars in here, and then we have some gorgeous new pottery. This one right here to the right. Those are nice, warm colors. Those would be good for the fall, good neutrals. fun leather type case with the gold on there. And they always have a really good selection in this store. This piece of marble right here, I'm going to show you another piece in a minute that coordinates with it. Also, these are new. They have them in glazed and a matte finish. So that's the glazed one. I'll show you the matte in a moment. Beautiful green. See, here's the matte one. And they've got some different styles. So this one is in matte. This one right here, this larger round one, has a glaze, little shinier on it. So those are definitely new. I think they are real pretty. That green dish is really, it's a fun green. Almost kind of pulls chartreuse. Okay, way back there, see that marble vase? This one right here? That has the same greens and like an ever so slight touch of like pink peach in it as this one right here. So those two definitely coordinate. I'll step back. You won't be able to see, yeah, this one right here definitely coordinates with that one up top. The blue-gray with that wood color is gorgeous on that box, the inlay pattern right there. All right, and then if you have a cat who needs a little pumpkin place to hide out, they happen to have those to the side, so I had to jump over to those. Lots of equestrian art still in the stores. These are fun with the black on the outside and that light natural wood on the inside. All right, let's take a look at some of the furniture, and I promise we will get to the Halloween. I go over quite a bit of it when we're towards the end of the video. There's lots of clearance furniture, lots of items. They have this chair in I think all the stores. These are pretty blue. These dark navy ones come in and out of the store. Sometimes we see them in the fall, sometimes in the spring. $600, genuine leather. It's a gorgeous deep navy. Oh my gosh, y'all, my sofa is coming on Monday. I'm so excited. Lots of flower pots, greenery plants. Those are starting to come into some of our stores here, which is kind of funny because normally we don't see too much of that in the fall time. We've got some fall pillows over here. But yeah, I got the delivery notice and I was like, oh my goodness, we've been waiting so long. I'm so excited. These chairs were funny. They were really wide, very generous in size, but they kind of look, if you want something low back, perfect, but there was no back support. It was like they forgot the back. The seagrass hyacinth lamps, I think that's what those are. Those are in all the stores right now. This great big leather one with the metal legs was just kind of a one-off. The green chairs here I thought were pretty fun, and then I found this one. I like this style, this kind of like time period style. So Michael Amini, and we have $400 for that chair. I don't know what time period that is or what. I don't know. If one of you knows in the comment, let me know, because I like that style. My grandmother's house was like that. I have a couple pieces in my house that I think pull a little bit like that. So $230, that was a really good tree. We've seen a lot of really good trees in the stores. They had a good selection actually of some dining chairs, the acrylic bar stools. I've now seen those in a few stores. And tucked away back here is that blue leather sofa. This one's not a Natuzzi, it's a different brand. $1,300. A tall sofa. Okay, these I loved. The brown color on here is gorgeous. The chair's really nice, generous size. $180 for that. Very, very cool. All right, you'll see there's a lot of fall blankets coming in. All the different pillows are starting to come into the store, and we're going to head back over here past the big garden gate to all of the Halloween items. So if you're into it, hang out. If it's not your thing, I'll see you in the next video. I know some of you are just like, I do not like Halloween. I get it. Some of us do. Those pumpkins always crack me up with those little like kind of sour faces. We've got water globes. So like I said, there's still a lot of empty space on the shelves. You all know in the next like week or two, this is going to be chock full of Halloween goodness. The little ghost driving the felt car. These little felt ghosts are also adorable. Got the black bird. What else do we have down here? A big spider. There's a black glass blown pumpkin there. We've got our skeleton. We've got the kind of ghost witch up there. I love the flowy look. That one is $50. Our little ghosty boo there. What is this one? $20. The teddy bear with the skeleton little sweater hoodie, that's adorable. $13. This is garland. $17 for that one. The little bat candelabra there is adorable. You put tapers in there. I think he's so sweet. He's got his little pumpkin balloon. Okay, these little bone, the spine candelabras, I'm not going to lie, that would be hilarious in like a chiropractor's office. The little ghost here. This one has a little bat with him. $15 for that one. All right, how much is she? $13. This may be one of my favorite little items in the store. So this is for Dia de los Muertos. I love these. $13. Yeah, absolutely adorable. I may have to get those. I think those need to come home with me. All right, we have some more. I'm going to call these flowy Halloween because just the way that they're designed, they're so flowy. But those gold ones right there, they hold the gold candle holder. I think that's pretty cool. Very sparkly house in the back there. Move this wood ghost over. We've got like our pumpkin copper pot right there. That one is $20. I'm on the lookout for cornucopias. One of you asked me to find some. They didn't have any in the store today, but we are looking for it. We do have some artwork down here for Halloween. Let me move this little guy up here. Sorry, there's a lot of glare on those. What else do we have? There's a little black cat down here. Let me move these. There we go. This cute plushie. There is a cauldron down here that has a green color on the inside. The bats are candle holders. One of the little mummies over here. Oh my goodness. Also candle holders there, but I do love the little car. I need the sunglasses that the ghost is wearing. I need those sunglasses. I love sunglasses. The pumpkin watermelon, that passes the test for Summerween decor. Very blingy ghosts. Little mouse back there dressed up in his little skeleton outfit. $20. Let's see. Her little smiling face. Okay, I'm going to show you a doll here that I adore her. Right here. She's got her little heart, her little skeleton necklace. Her little dress is adorable. $13. I think she's perfect. It's a gnome dressed up in a little skeleton with a, oh my gosh, the blingy hat. Look at this guy back here. He's very dapper. He's got his bow tie, his suit coat. He's $13. And we've got all the brooms over here. Boy, this is very detailed. Is that $200? Yeah, that, for as much detail as that is, this has to be some Catherine's collection. Someone probably knows a lot about dolls and knows about that. Our little dog. Do you think there's a dog under there? Maybe. I don't know. It's a ghost, possibly. We have a rogue turkey over here trying to hang out with the Halloween decor, and I'm all for it. Thanksgiving needs more decor. If you love cats, they've got some absolutely adorable cat decor. The little dog, he's funny too. He's a little skeleton. We do have a few other turkeys up here that have found their way over. Those are $25 up top. Little pumpkin art in the back. This does light up, $20. He's cut his little latte. How fun is that? Oh, he's kind of on the edge. Let me move him over. $13. We've got these adorable teddy bears back here. These are very fall. Those are not Halloween to me at all. Those could go into any fall decor. $8 for those cuties. They got their little corduroys on and everything. These have a little vintage vibe to those. This picture, both of these sold in the time that I was standing there. As soon as I put them down, someone came in and got one, and then like 2 seconds later someone also came around and got the other one. So the pineapple pumpkin, that passes for Summerween. The big candelabras, they have little bats on those. Alright, so for my Halloween friends, what do we think so far? What do we think of the decor? I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to pop off. There's little bats inside there. I think we're off to a solid start. These are cute. And with that, I think I'm going to wrap up and let you all just finish watching. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Take care, be safe. I will see you all in the next video. Have a beautiful day, everyone.